Hey everybody, it's your old Putty Jim up here in beautiful, sunny Upper East Tennessee. Still a little warm today, but we're supposed to get a big cool down starting this weekend and all next week. So I'm really looking forward to it, especially since I'm going to be working most of that time. Uh, Makes it a lot more pleasant at work when you're not burning up. Thanks for everybody that tuned in to the live stream yesterday. Um, I really just threw it together. And I was so busy yesterday morning before the live stream, I didn't have time to write down much of an agenda. I may try to do one Monday about the same time, and I'll try to be a little better prepared. It'd been a while since I had done a live stream, and to tell you the truth, I was a little nervous. I don't know if you could tell or not, so hopefully the next one will go smoother. But I do appreciate all y'all tuning in and watching. And I just want to thank everybody for sticking with me over the past few years. I appreciate all the comments, and I've got a good core group of subscribers, and I really appreciate you guys. I don't know if Rosie does or not. She just appreciates cookies, dog biscuits, and the occasional piece of cheese. So let's get into today's topics. There's a few. I saw this one last night, and I thought it was a little odd. Are we going to war in South America now? Venezuelan dictator Maduro vows to deploy 4.5 million militia members to counter outlandish U.S. threats. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but we've not recognized Maduro as winning the last two elections down there in Venezuela. We have a big military exercise going on in the waters around South America and the Caribbean. 4,000 Marines and sailors. This is also probably to counter some of the cartel activity. Deployment includes 2 Iwo Jima amphibious ready group. So a nuclear-powered submarine, 3 destroyers, a guided missile cruiser, and a P-8 Poseidon reconnaissance aircraft. The Department of Justice has a $50 million bounty on Maduro, calling him a narco-terrorist and cartel leader. They're saying he runs, what is the name of that cartel they're saying he runs? It doesn't matter. But Maduro's a thug, and I wish we could kind of keep our nose out of everybody's business. But I think the people there aren't getting the results that they need. And if you vote, I don't know, but I just thought that's outlandish. He said he has a special plan with more than 4.5 million militiamen to ensure coverage of the entire national territories. Militias that are prepared, activated, and armed. He criticized what he called the renewal of extravagant, bizarre, and outlandish threats from the United States. Said we are also deployed throughout the Caribbean, in our sea and our property, our Venezuelan territory. There's the cartel they said he runs, the Cartel de los Soles. And I probably didn't pronounce that right, but I probably don't care. So I thought that was an interesting article. Get one place to cool down and another place heats up. And here's a couple of articles I like. Everybody remembers Letitia James, the DA in New York that brought all the bullcrap charges against Trump. Well, his $515 million civil fraud penalty against Trump has been thrown out by a federal court of appeals, the New York appeals courts. So the lawfare seems to be over. And it's funny because Letitia James and Adam Schiff and the lady that runs one of the Fed banks, she's a Fed governor, and I can't remember her name. They're all on the hook for mortgage fraud, about lying. Shifty Shift was saying he lived in Maryland and claiming California as his primary residence to get better mortgage rates. Tish James did the same for her father. I think it was her father. And I hadn't read much about the Fed chair they're calling on her to resign. It's amazing how when the chickens come home to roost, how they whine and cry. And I reckon Donald J. Trump is going to do a ride-along tonight around D.C. with the some of the law enforcement, the federal law enforcement he's activated, and maybe some of the National Guard to curb the crime there in D.C. And I've been seeing reports from the head of the D.C. Police Union saying that they're claiming, the judge up there, Muriel Bowser, is claiming that the crime rates are lower. Well, they're making their police officers knock down like a felony down to a misdemeanor and stuff like that to artificially deflate the crime rates. So it's getting interesting up there. So just a few things I thought were interesting. I know y'all are smarter than I am, most of you, and y'all keep up with the news, but I try to keep up with it daily. I guess you could say I'm sort of OCD about reading news articles and trying to glean information. And I also saw where Kash Patel has reinstated with back pay 10 FBI agents who were ramrodded out by the Biden administration. So things are turning around. We're not only in a political war, we're in a culture war. And I think we're winning the culture war. As attested by even American Eagle when they put out the Sydney Sweeney ads, and the extreme far left was saying it's eugenics and Nazis, and American Eagle basically told them to go pound sand. So seems like things are getting back on the right track. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, I guess I'm going to get off here. I'm going to take the boys home to their mom this evening. So, because I got to go back in tomorrow morning to work. So, it's hard on my old butt when I'm coming off graveyards and I get them and I have to get up and take them to school. But in a way, it also helps me to transition from night shift to day shift a lot better. Because if I can get up that first day on about 5.5 hours sleep, and if I come home and stay busy and don't get still and take a cat nap with no fatty here, then it really helps me transition from night shift to day shift, which is my toughest transition. I can go from day shift to night shift because I can always make myself sit up, whether I'm watching YouTube or find an old John Wayne movie. But them being back in school helps me go from night shifts to day shifts. All right, I've run my mouth enough. Try to do a live stream next Monday, but I'll talk to you beforehand, and hopefully I'll be better prepared. But I want to thank you for watching, staying with the channel. I don't know if I bring anything that great to the table, but like I say, I like doing these videos. It helps me to release my anxiety about things that's going on in the world. So let's keep the dang border closed and get all our new neighbors that are here illegally back where they belong. Let's go Vols. 8 days. 8 days till kickoff. And don't be scared. Be prepared. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. And here's the obligatory Rosie picture. All right, y'all have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.